Hey there, all you cool, epic, and awesome fans, followers, and listeners. Welcome to episode 91 of the Cool, Epic, Awesome podcast. My name is Matt, and I'll be your co host today.
And I'm your other co-host, Joe.
And Joe, why don't you break down what we're going to be talking about a little bit today?
Yeah, so this episode I feel like this is one of the usually we don't get one where we talk about both movies releasing the same day. Like usually we have
Yeah,
them split up, but this weekend we have quite the drastic tone difference. Super Mario Galaxy movie and the drama. Both interesting in different ways. And then Matthew recommended um Titane, which I have not seen, which was very interesting as well. We got quite the range of movies on this episode, I have to say.
yeah, Mario and Titane in the same episode is kind of crazy,
Yeah.
but they've got
Well,
some similarities,
yeah, of
If they
course.
introduced Metal Mario, then there
Yeah.
would be a little more.
Honestly,
But
yeah, right.
Yeah, but besides that, how's our lives going? I'm actually gonna be going away next week. Sometimes I know we talk about like travel a little bit
Yeah.
in our intros, so I'm going to Colombia. I'm excited for
Very
that.
exciting, yeah.
It's only like my second time leaving the country, which is kind of crazy. But
What made you pick Colombia specifically?
I basically got added to a group chat that said, "Do you want to go to Colombia?" And I was like, "Yes." That's pretty much it. And that was maybe a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
So I'm already going. It was very minimal planning. It's only like 5 days. We're doing a coffee tour. We're doing a day trip to like a neighboring town, and then some like rooftop guided bar crawl thing. That's all we have planned. So
Nice, yeah.
should be a little fun. It's a guy's trip, so I mean it's
Yeah,
not
it'll be
like
fun.
nothing too crazy, but it should be fun.
Where you're going, is it beaches or it's like more the mountains and stuff?
I think it's from what I can tell, it seems like more mountainous.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very nice.
we'll see though. I'm sure we could get to a beach if we need to.
Yeah. It's very exciting though.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Um, but yeah, so we'll see with recording. I know very recently we've been like pretty bad with doing it every
Yeah,
2
because
weeks.
I started working again. It's just been, I don't know. We've been busy. The holidays just come up.
It's been more like every 3 weeks, which
Yeah.
it is what it is. But let me pull up the synopsis though for our first movie.
You want to talk about Mario first?
Yeah, let's just get Mario out of the way.
Damn, I hear the ice cream truck in the background. That's how you know.
Yeah, I hear it. That's how you know it's
Yeah.
summertime. Sorry if you guys hear that. All right. They know we're about to talk about Mario.
Yeah. It's actually
All right. So,
perfect representation.
yeah, so the Super Mario Galaxy movie. The galaxy awaits. Having thwarted Bowser's previous plot to marry Princess Peach, Mario and Luigi now face a fresh threat in Bowser Jr., who's determined to liberate his father from captivity and restore the family legacy. Alongside companions new and old, the brothers travel across the stars to stop the young heir's crusade. So, just initial thoughts. In comparison to the first movie, I think this falls into a lot of the traps that didn't when it comes to like throwing a lot of shit in your face at once,
Yeah.
especially that second act. And this is not
Mm.
something that I tend to complain about because I love superhero movies and shit like that. But the second act feels very overbloated. Like there's
Yeah.
just too much
There's a
shit
lot
going on,
Yeah, there's a
you
lot of
know?
characters. Yeah. I feel like this is like they just kind of like, all right, we want to have these amount of things in the movie, and they just kind of figured it out. Like, there's no real. I don't know. It just feels like things happen in the movie. There's not really a plot. Like, it's just kind of bouncing around from place to place. And I feel like at least the first one had like the semblance of a story and like a character arc. Like, I feel like nothing really happens with these characters. I feel like Peach is the only one Peach is the only one to really have any semblance of like a character arc and like any type of, because she wants to meet her sister and stuff. Like, there's Mario, Luigi, that nothing really happens with that. I mean, I'm not expecting Citizen Kane, but it's like, come on, like, just because it's a kid movie is not an excuse for it not being a movie. You know, like you
Yeah.
can write. It's not that hard. Like I'm pretty sure doesn't Galaxy have a story? Like that's one
Yeah.
of the few Mario games that has a story.
Yeah.
So I
Exactly.
just for a Mario movie, my Super Mario Galaxy movie, it wasn't like as galaxy heavy as I thought. It just like takes place in space, but there's not as much galaxy influence as I would have liked, to be honest.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like they took a huge jump here. It feels like they made
Yeah.
the third film with this.
Mhm.
You know, like they skipped doing a second movie that just takes place in Mushroom Kingdom now that Mario's there. Maybe introduce some like more of Mario's core central characters like
Yeah.
Wario and Waluigi,
Waluigi.
Toadette, like some of those people that are,
Yeah.
I don't know, just like more Mushroom Kingdom focused before you took it into space. Because if
Yeah.
you're looking at, you know, Super Mario, Super Mario 2, Super Mario 3, and then like Super Mario World, like the original games, think about how far we had to come before we got Galaxy and before
Yeah.
introducing Rosalina. And they did, like, I guess, pay homage to that a little bit with the frog guy. I
Yeah,
forget
I
his
guess.
name, but I
Oh,
know
it's like, isn't it like
he's the
Bardo or something like that?
no, that's Birdo is the pink one. He's the villain of the
Super Mario
original
2, right?
Super Mario Bros. 2. So they are kind of saying like, oh yeah, look, we do follow the storyline of the games a little bit, but it's just kind of like a
Yeah.
throwaway thing, you know?
Yeah. But I don't. That's like another problem with the movie for me is that so if this movie is truly for kids, why are we like no kid is gonna understand that these characters are from Super Mario 2. Like the only reason you're putting that in there is for the purpose of like adults seeing it.
I
You
guess.
know,
I mean, I never really thought about that, but yeah, that's true.
like
That's like a
even
little thing
Galaxy,
for
like
adults.
no kids really have, like we grew up on Galaxy and we're in our 20s.
Yeah,
You know, so I mean, not like obviously, I feel like most of the people seeing this movie is honestly like people our age. I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure like
know.
there was like a 29% of the demographic that like saw this movie was like Gen Z or Gen not are we Gen Z? I don't even know.
I don't know. I think me and you are different, maybe.
Okay, but like whatever. Essentially, I don't know. But
Yeah,
I'm a little rambling a little bit, but I was just a little disappointed with what we got in this movie. If I'm gonna be honest.
yeah. That like the Mario lore thing. They added a bunch of new
Mhm.
characters that weren't from the first movie. We have Rosalina. We mentioned Yoshi was big, and Yoshi kind of didn't really even do anything in this movie either. Yoshi just appears and just kind of follows them around for the whole movie.
Yeah.
What does
There's
Yoshi do?
there's sequences in this movie that you could remove and it has no effect on the plot.
Yeah, like the baby
The
Mario, baby
baby,
Luigi
yeah,
thing.
and like, what's the like? It's just like, oh look, it's the dinosaur from Odyssey. Like that, I don't know. There's no point in it. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. Even Star Fox. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, he
Yeah,
stole the show," but the
but
fuck was that?
Tsunami was like playing with a toy.
Oh,
But I mean, I liked this character. It was cool, but yeah, like there wasn't really I don't know. But I was reading he originally wasn't even in the movie. Like Glenn Powell kind of pitched it. And that was his way of getting in the movie. I mean, he was fine. Apparently, they're going to release a new Star Fox game in this year. So, like, they like the synergy. So that kind of makes sense.
yeah,
But honestly, I feel like when I went to the movie, that got like the biggest reaction out of the crowd. Was like,
really.
yeah, like, I mean, I went like Friday at like 10 o'clock. So it was like a lot of, adults, obviously. So people that grew up with Star Fox. But it seemed like a lot of people, the general consensus that a lot of people liked Star Fox in the movie.
This is our late stage glup
Yeah,
shido
yeah, yeah.
society that we live in. It's just unavoidable.
Yeah.
Like what you said. I mean, that's got the biggest reaction, so that's why they continue to do shit like this, just toss
Yeah.
in pointless cameos. I mean, it was way more than a cameo. Don't get me
No, he
wrong,
was
but
like I wasn't a cameo. He legit was like a full-on character in the movie. He's
yeah,
in it more than
bro.
Rosalina.
I was gonna say that. How the fuck
Yeah.
is he in this more than Rosalina? It's a Super Mario Galaxy movie.
They did her
And
so dirty in this
I
movie.
know. I feel bad for Brie Larson. I feel
Yeah.
like, especially in this press tour, she's trying to kind of be a little bit more jolly because I know she has this uh, persona, or she used to have this persona when she was with Marvel that, you know, she's very kind of serious and grumpy, and like she doesn't want
Yeah.
to smile for shit and this and that. And now she just seemed like she was having such a fun time on the press tour. She's very
And she's
happy.
like, she's a huge like Nintendo fan. Like she's always campaigned to play like Metroid. I'm sure you've heard of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she was good in the movie. She did a
Yeah,
good job
she
with
was
the
fun.
role, but
Yeah.
she's just barely in it. And the movie really should be about her.
Her, yeah.
I'm assuming she's going to return for the sequel, which is kind of like,
Well, we don't know what's next. Like they haven't announced anything yet. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna get a sequel, but we don't know.
well, we know Daisy's coming
Yeah.
at least. But
And I mean, I feel like I remember hearing stuff about a Donkey Kong movie.
yeah, I
And
don't understand why
honestly,
he wasn't in this, but I guess they couldn't fit any more
yeah.
characters.
And honestly, like I kind of hope they adapt because the new Donkey Kong game that I just got, because I got sidetrack. I got the Switch 2 recently because I won a Super Bowl box and I won like $700. So I got the Switch 2. But the new
Nice.
Donkey Kong game is actually a lot of fun. And it's a story. It's like a story too. It's not like just, you know, running around, jumping around. So I feel like if they adapted that game, it would honestly be a pretty decent movie.
They could, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they probably will. I just saw something on Twitter about how they're discussing Luigi's Mansion. And with the success of the opening weekend of this film, it already made like I think 375
Yeah.
global in one
They're
weekend. They're saying,
four.
yeah, they're saying it's going to get to 750 by next weekend.
Really? That's crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
which is
That's
crazy.
insane.
Or not 750, maybe like 700 by this weekend. I saw.
Yeah.
But anyways, it seems like the Nintendo Cinematic Universe is inevitable at this point.
Yeah.
What do you think is next?
Probably
What?
Star Fox.
What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I said we got our Pikmin. Honestly,
Oh
that's
yeah,
insane that out of all the Nintendo IP, the third like Nintendo IP to appear in like movies is Pikmin. Like I would not I would have thought Zelda, Kirby. Like there's so many much bigger characters. But what's
give
his
us
name?
the Pikmin movie.
What's his name? Loves Pikmin. The Nintendo CEO is was it?
I forget his name.
But he's like a big Pikmin guy, so I thought it was funny to see that in the movie. I was
We
doing
need the Pikmin movie, dude.
I was doing the what is the thing called? The pointing meme.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the soy jack meme, like with the guy pointing.
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah,
I was
don't know
doing
what
that
it's
shit
called.
when the Oliver ship pulled up on screen.
You started cheering and launching your popcorn.
That was like my chicken jockey, honestly.
Yeah, that was funny though.
I knew right away. I saw it. I was like, "Oh, dude."
Yeah, when I saw that ship, I knew as well. That's funny because Pikmin is kind of like no general audience is gonna know what the fuck that is. So that's a cameo really for the fans, you know.
Yeah.
So
but
yeah, is Super Smash Bros. Next? I don't know.
I mean,
feel like
apparently
they're
they
not
said
going that way.
they said no. I feel like it could work. I mean, I like obviously I didn't even know this, but remember we used to play the one on the GameCube, and there was like the villain, like the hand and that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's like a whole kind of cinematic movie, but there's no dialogue, and it's just like kind of the characters all fighting and stuff like that. So I guess they could kind of just make their own story with that. But at the end of the day, like I don't know. And even at the end of the last fight sequence in this movie, there's a lot of like Smash references and stuff. And like even that way that
Mr. Game and Watch.
Yeah, Mr. Game and Watch. But the way that thing is like shot, like I don't know, like when Mr. Game Watch is fighting Bowser, like it looks like a Smash fight. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like the way they frame that shot. Side note, also, as much as we're shitting on the movie, the animation and camera work was actually like really, really good. Like very good. I was really impressed with it, honestly. The camera moves a lot for an animated movie.
Yeah, and the fight scenes, I was shocked by how good they were.
Amazing. Yeah, like I can't think of like one fight sequence that I was like, oh, that was kind of like the beginning one with Bowser Jr., like the end one with the Bowser and Bowser Jr. I don't know. I like really enjoyed it. I kind of wish we got a little more with like the Star Fox ship stuff because I feel like that could be pretty cool. But I'm sure they're gonna do a movie, so I'm
Yeah, and I mean, it is a 90-minute movie. If you think about the amount of fights that we got and action sequences within a 90-minute stretch, you kind of realize like how insanely paced this movie was.
Yeah.
There is nonstop action pretty much for the entire time.
Like the Peach fight sequence.
You barely get a chance to breathe with any of the characters. The only ones you really do get to sit down with for a little bit, I feel like, is Bowser the most out of anyone.
And Peach.
Well, I feel like Bowser with the flashbacks with him and his son.
That's true. But I
But
feel
what
like
about
Peach is more like we didn't even talk about that yet, but her connection to Rosalina and stuff.
yeah? And that's something that's not in the games.
I
But I
didn't
kind of
mind
like
that,
that.
honestly. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that. You know,
I
I
feel like
it
all the princesses should be
should have
related.
be like relate. Yeah, yeah.
So
You know,
Daisy, I think,
I don't
is
know anything about
just
Daisy.
Peach's friend in the
Yeah,
games. But there is like one game that if you look in the guidebook, it says they're cousins. I feel like they might adapt it like that.
maybe, or they'll
And I
just
kind of
say.
like the idea of them all
But I feel
being
like she
related.
looks like she's in look like tonally darker than like Peach and Rosalina. So I feel like maybe that's on purpose to like differentiate and be like they're not related.
Yeah, it could be.
You
It
know,
could be.
um, but yeah, I mean, I do. The problem is like these make so much money. Illumination is like they love their business model and they're not going to change it. Like they prioritize animation over script in a lot of their movies, and honestly, it's worked for them. Like look how successful they've. Like the problem is with them, like they make so much money, but critically, I don't think they've made a movie above like 75% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I mean, probably the first Despicable
Despicable
Me
Me is probably the best
was
movie they've made.
probably their best movie.
You know, like
Because
I think like animation wise, they're amazing. Like they always do great work, but it's just like I expect a little bit more. You know, like at least a story. I'm not asking for much. You know,
yeah, yeah,
but yeah,
I yeah, I don't know. I feel like people are still hating on the movie a little too much. I saw
I
some
do.
review that
Yeah,
was like,
as
it was
worse
like,
than
this is the
AI.
worst movie I've ever seen. I had to stab myself with a pen repeatedly just to like get
Yeah,
myself through it.
it
Like,
wasn't like
dude,
that bad.
come on.
Like,
It's really
there's
not that
definitely like
bad.
things I liked about it's not all bad. Like, it's a lot of fun to watch. I just don't like. If we're gonna look at it like a movie, it's not the best movie, but it's enjoyable. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's just too much going on. There's
Yeah,
just too much going on. And it's just a shame with the Rosalina thing.
yeah. You know, we'll see. Maybe they'll. I don't know. I wonder what they're gonna do because I feel like Wario and Waluigi's like the next like natural step for this franchise. Like,
Yeah,
you
in
know,
terms of a big villain, yeah.
who else are they gonna? Because he doesn't really have that many big villains. Like, I mean, I doubt they do Super Mario Sunshine. Oh, that would be pretty cool.
Like the
The
dark
like
version of him or whatever.
the anti Mario.
Yeah. I mean, I want to see Luigi's Mansion. We do talk about that a
Yeah,
lot.
we're big
But
Luigi Mansion boys. Yeah, I feel like it's I don't know why. And Charlie Day seems pretty like he whenever they ask him about it, he's always like, oh, I think I really want to do it. You know, I don't know why. And they've made a bunch of games that are successful, and the story's already there. You know.
I think they will. They're going to
Yeah.
spin off eventually. But Illumination doesn't like, they're not like Disney. They don't give us 3 movies, 5 movies a year, whatever.
No, I do like one a year. Well, they have what? They have two this year. They have Minions and this.
Which probably will both get a billion,
Yeah, honestly, which is
if I had to
insane.
guess.
This is insane, dude. And
And
they
then,
have
yeah,
Odyssey this year, Universal too.
yeah, I'm trying to think. So,
Honestly,
the first Mario movie came out in 2023. This is 2026. So, are we going to have to wait
what?
till 2029 for another one? I don't know. They're probably working on the Donkey Kong
Yeah,
spinoff in the
I'm
meantime.
interested. I want to see what Illumination's like next movies are in development. So that right now, Minions and Monsters, and there's an Untitled Illumination film for April 16th, 2027. So maybe that's
Probably
Donkey Kong. That
could be Donkey Kong, could be
yeah, because
Despicable Me 5.
they're doing that.
I mean, they could.
I feel like honestly, Donkey Kong makes sense because didn't the first Mario come out in like March, April?
Yeah, it
Like I
came
feel
out in
like
April, I think.
they like those release dates. So that it's weird that it comes out a year from now and they still haven't announced what it is, which is kind of interesting. Then they have Big Tree, Secret Life of Pets 3, Sing 3, and an untitled Pharrell Williams film.
Interesting. I
But
forgot that they had Secret Life of Pets and Sing, because I was
I've
like,
never
what?
seen Secret Life of Pets. I've seen Sing. Sing is pretty good.
Yeah, Sing is all right.
Yeah. But
Uh,
do you have a favorite scene?
I'm trying to, there's literally so many
Yeah,
scenes.
there's a
No,
lot of good
I feel like
scenes.
my favorite is probably Bowser Jr.'s first attack on the castle. Kind of like not
Yeah.
his introduction, because you meet him a little earlier when he's fighting Rosalina,
The
but
introduction to the weapon and stuff.
yeah, when he first uses the paintbrush and gets his look,
Yeah.
which I know is supposed to, that's his look from Wonder, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Which
I
you've
just
you
started
started.
playing. I only played a couple levels, but
You like it, all right?
yeah, my girlfriend loves like the 2D platformer Mario.
Yeah.
So we've been playing that. Yeah, another thing that I actually wanted to add though is you can shit on the movie for whatever, it doesn't have the greatest plot. In terms of video game movie, I really respect how it's able to incorporate gameplay into the movie. Like the platforming sequences I thought were great.
Yeah.
They looked really cool and it felt like Mario. It felt like this is what it is when you play. You're
Yeah.
jumping over these things, you're hitting power ups, things like that. And there are multiple times in the movie where that's incorporated, and I thought they did a really good job with that.
Yeah. Even
So
like
I'll
the
give respect there.
small little thing, but like the when Peach travels like to the whatever that I don't know whatever port she goes to with all the ships, they have like the star mechanism from like Galaxy, and it makes the
Yeah,
noise from the game. Like I appreciate that they use a lot of the noises from the game they use too, which I picked up on, which I
yeah, the
like a
sound
lot.
effects and great
Yeah,
music too.
yeah. I was happy they got rid of the because I feel like the last one was a lot of licensed music.
Was there? I don't think there was.
I feel like there was a bunch of licensed music in the last one.
I don't remember, but I don't think so.
Let me see. Wait, what was the first one? Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yeah.
While I'm doing this, what's your favorite character?
Honestly, it's probably Bowser. Probably Bowser, and it's a lot to do with Jack Black's performance. He's so good.
Honestly, I have to go with Peach this one. I feel like Bowser and Peach are the only characters that like actually have any like semblance of anything going on.
I mean, Mario, there is sort of this him being more confident thing, and he kind of has a crush on Peach, and he's got to get over it. That was like kind of a thing that I saw, and she like kisses him on the cheek at the end.
Yeah, that's like if you know Nintendo, they're very like strict with what you call it, what they do with like in terms of like you never see in the games like them together. It's always just like they're you know
He's saving her.
yeah. They're very weird with that stuff, but yeah, I gotta go Peach.
Fair. So does it have licensed music or no?
Yeah, it does.
Give me one
Yeah.
so I can see if I can remember.
No Sleep Till Brooklyn,
Oh yeah.
Holding Out
I
for a
remember.
Hero, Thunderstruck, Mr. Blue Sky. There's some original, but there's a lot of license, which I didn't like. But this was
Yeah,
all original.
I don't even remember a licensed song in this one.
Yeah, no,
Was
I don't
there?
think there was. So I guess they listened. But honestly, yeah, I was disappointed by this. Not that I was expecting much, but you
Yeah,
know,
no, it disappointed me as well.
yeah,
And I don't know. I mean, I still enjoyed it. I had a fun time with it, but I just feel like they could have done a lot more with the story. They could have done a lot more with the characters that they
yeah,
used,
yeah.
you know?
This is definitely underwhelming. There's, you know, like I feel like just looking good as a movie is not enough anymore.
Yeah.
There's got like I don't know. I think about Puss in Boots. That movie looks amazing, and it's an amazing story for kids.
Yeah.
You know,
And that, by the way, those directors, their next movie is coming out, Forgotten
Forgotten
Island,
Island. Yeah, I'm
which trailer
excited.
looked pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember you sent me that thing. They're screening it like 6 months, something crazy, right? Like really early before.
Yeah, like 4 months early or
Yeah,
something.
so usually they won't do that unless they're very confident in the movie. So
Yeah.
you know,
Um, yeah. And also, I want to talk about kind of how big this franchise is. I mean, we know Mario is big already, but I think a lot of the ways that they make money on these is the merchandising. It's not just the box
yeah, I
office.
think like I'm pretty sure Illumination spends like more, like a lot of money. Most of their budget not budget, but a lot of their money that they spend with these movies goes towards marketing. Like, think about how many collabs they've done with like McDonald's. There's like deodorant fucking collabs. Like everything is with Super Mario Galaxy right now.
Yeah, and
That's how most of the
AMC.
stuff leaked.
Yeah, I know. That's how Yoshi's look leaked and
Yeah.
stuff. AMC recently said that the Yoshi popcorn bucket was the second best-selling merch item in the entire history of the chain.
Damn. What was first?
Second was
Dune?
like merch from Taylor Swift's Eras Tour.
That doesn't even count.
But
But that's
yeah,
crazy. That's insane.
isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I
'cause
wanted the Loomis popcorn
the
bucket. That
the
looked like
Luma.
the Luma, yeah. Like, and it changes all the colors and stuff. I thought that was sick.
Yeah, that would have been cool. When I went to see it 10 p.m. on a Wednesday night, the Wednesday night it came out at the AMC Lincoln,
AMC,
so
yeah.
like the big ass IMAX. No popcorn buckets left, but they gave everyone like a massive poster.
Yeah.
It's
that's
so
sick.
long.
Yeah.
It's like a
It's like a mural.
it's like this long. It's
Yeah.
literally like a mural. Maybe I can hang it up back there or something. But yeah, that was really cool.
Was there a lot of people when you went on Wednesday night?
Yeah, it was packed. It was like fully sold out pretty much.
I went Wednesday night too. I thought it was Friday because I keep forgetting this came out Thursday technically.
Or it came out Wednesday technically.
Wow, but
Yeah. Like the release date is April 1st. It says.
But yeah, my whole theater was sold out essentially. They didn't give us anything, but yeah. Honestly,
All right.
horrible theater experience. I forgot to tell you
Really?
that.
Why?
Yeah. The people next to me were like hammered. I'm like 90-minute movie, drank like 6 beers.
Wow.
Yeah, like absolutely
Younger?
hammered. Nah, they were like older than me. And then like I had this. I mean that got me more annoyed because he was just being like talking in the movie, and then I had a kid next to me that just like was repeating every line that the person said on screen, and I was I was like, all right, like whatever, it's a kids movie. But the guy getting hammered next to me screaming like when fucking Metroid's ship is in the background, like I was like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah.
It's not the place to be getting hammered.
No.
Wait for Jackass to come out and then do it.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if you want to get to ratings. Wait, I don't even know if I said my favorite scene actually.
I don't think you did actually. What is it?
I let probably the last fight scenes, but also the sequence where the Peach's castle gets abducted and like they drop it.
Oh yeah.
That's like a really good sequence when they're chasing and they're running out of the castle. That was really well animated.
Yeah, that was cool. That's kind of basically the scene I was talking about as well. That's like
transitions into that, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Yeah.
We could rate it.
Yeah. So I gave it a 2.5. So for reference, I gave the first one a 3. I think animation wise, it's amazing. There's some really interesting camera work and stuff like that, but zero semblance of a story. Writing is really, really bad. Like I was at least expecting a little bit, but they gave me nothing. So 5 out of 10.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I gave it 3 stars or a 6 out of 10. And for reference for me, I gave the first one actually a 4-star. So
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love the first one. This is a decently significant drop for me here. I mean, you could tell that the people behind the scenes really understand and love like these characters and the source material. And you see it in the platforming, how it's shown in the movies. You see it in like the cameos, in the music, things like that. The problem is there's just too much of that shit, you know? There's too many little, oh, hey, look at this thing from Mario. Oh, hey, remember this random guy from Mario, this and that, this and that. There's just too much.
Yeah.
And it gets to a point where it's just so bloated, especially in the second act, that at points I felt like I had to cover my eyes because I was getting too overstimulated,
I agree.
But I still feel like for what it is, it's hard to complain too much about it. I enjoyed myself, and younger people will enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
And you see it in the audience scores compared to the critic scores. It has like 90s. So it is what it is. Hopefully they learn from the mistakes of this one and give us a better movie in Super Mario Bros. 3, whatever they decide to call it.
Yeah.
Give us Wario, give us Waluigi. And yeah.
Yeah. But all right, so I don't know if you want to get to our next movie.
Yeah, you can read the synopsis.
Yeah. So we have the drama directed by Christoph Borgli. Oh, he did Sick of Myself. I didn't know that.
What is
I
that?
love that movie. That's like it's about this girl that like her boyfriend like becomes like really successful in like art, and she's kind of jealous, so she like pretends to she takes these pills like to pretend to have a disease, and then she like actually gets a disease.
That's
It's actually
interesting.
really good. It's in I think it's in Dutch.
It's so
No,
random that
it's
you
in
watched that.
Norwegian. Yeah, I don't know why. It's good though, but so I don't know. I didn't know he directed that. Damn. So I might have been a Christoph Borgli OG supporter. All right. If a happily engaged couple is put to the test when an unexpected turn sends their wedding week off the rails. So initial thoughts, I liked it. I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. I think it's, honestly an interesting, like the quote unquote like drama that, or what causes the drama in this is like honestly really unique to specifically America. I feel like, and it's probably something that more people have struggled with than we think or know about. You know,
Yeah.
and so what I'm alluding to is that basically in the story, the Robert Pattinson's character and Zendaya's character are getting married, and the night, like at the wedding rehearsal one night, they are like, "Oh, what's the worst thing you've ever done?" So like one of them was like, this guy like a dog attacked him and his girlfriend, and like he kind of like cowered out of it and like hid behind his girlfriend, and then like like kind of bad stuff, but like, and then she reveals that she almost went through with a school shooting, and at first people think it's like a joke, but she's like being serious. And then the maid of honor, one of her cousins, gets shot in a shooting, and so she kind of gets annoyed at Zendaya, and that kind of causes this whole essentially the drama. But I don't know.
And
I
that was hidden for the marketing as well.
Yeah, which honestly, I mean, I had it spoiled for me, but it's not like it's more about what follows than like her actually saying that. So like it wasn't the worst for me. Did you have any idea going into it?
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah,
I knew
you
actually
know.
like months ago.
Oh, really?
But yeah, because it got leaked and I wasn't sure if it was true, but then they came out with a trailer that was basically showed that scene of them revealing what's the worst thing they've done.
Yeah.
But they didn't say what Zendaya did, but based on the leak I saw, I was like, okay, yeah, that's definitely what it is.
Yeah.
So I knew going in, and it's not really like it's like a twist, but it happens so early on
Yeah,
that
it's like
the
the
movie
first 20
itself is kind
minutes.
of like based on that premise of,
Yeah.
it's not like something that's going to happen at the end that you're like, holy shit. But it is a very interesting moral dilemma, and it really makes you think. And I can understand both sides of the
Yeah.
argument.
Yeah.
There is convincing points to either side. But one thing that I didn't like about the movie is that I feel like this is such a heavy topic that if you're going to approach a movie like this, you have to, as a director, you have to be more clear on where exactly you stand on this, in my opinion. And I feel like he's not.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, unless I don't know, it's tough because I feel like is he like I feel like some like I don't know. I get what you're saying. Like it's like, how do we treat like how are we supposed to? What are we supposed to do with this information with these people?
Exactly.
Like
What are we supposed to take away from this movie? What is it
yeah.
trying to say? Is
Like,
it
is he
trying to
trying to
say
say
that,
that like people that have thought these? I think what I took away from it is that like the everyday person is like it's closer to doing something like that than they think.
okay,
Like like obviously she's obviously like insane when she goes through that whole thing, but I think he's trying to say that like you don't know what everyday people go through, like because from the outside and honestly most of the movie besides that stuff she's pretty normal, like up until that, like you'd have no idea that she would have planned something like that. So my
yeah,
takeaway was kind of like you it's supposed to be like you don't know who like how kind of like remember at towards the end when Pattinson is kind of lecturing to the maid of honor and her husband, like, in that office, and he's
hmm
like, "You don't know how many people, like, were gonna have the p plan and made it ready, and then, like, something happened that day, and they didn't go through with it." And that, like, just, changed the outcourse of their life, and it's, like, interesting to think about because in America, that's, like, an actual thing. Shootings happen every single day. It's not like a movie plot point. It's, like, people's lives, and the reality is, like, just based off the numbers, like, there's probably people in our lives that we've known or know that like could have thought about things like that. You know?
Yeah, that's fair. And it is
Yeah.
something that you don't really think about, I guess,
Yeah.
because it is seen as such an evil thing, which it is,
It is. Yeah.
obviously. But I just don't get, is he trying to say like we should be more accommodating to the people that have these thoughts? Because it wasn't just like, oh, I'm thinking about doing it. She bought a gun. She apparently brought it to school, which
I don't
there was a
think. Yeah.
fucking rifle. How did
Rifle.
she
Yeah. I
bring
don't
that to
think.
school?
Yeah.
I feel like
Uh,
that was
no,
kind of
but I
like a
think that was a
throwaway
lie. It was a
line.
lie because remember she was gonna like she didn't even go like bring it there because the shooting happened earlier, so that scared her away from doing it.
Yeah, so why would she lie about that?
I
I
feel like
think that was a throwaway line that they just kind of
I think
were like,
I don't know.
whatever.
Yeah, maybe she was just
Um,
drunk and like well she was drunk in
yeah,
that scene. So
yeah,
um but anyway, so this movie kind of tackles with Pat's character kind of grappling with how I don't know how to move forward with this because obviously that's really traumatic, and he's trying to kind of you know get more info on it and dive deeper in it. And I feel like the more he trying to find out about it, the more he realizes like, maybe I shouldn't be with this person.
yeah. And it is
And
something that if anyone is faced with that
yeah, it's like a very
realization, you're gonna consider everything at that
yeah,
point, you know?
yeah.
Um,
And I feel like most of the movie I like, and then you hit a point in the third act where like shit really starts to hit the fan and it kind of loses it for me. And I feel like there's too much going on. Like, it kinda misses the message, like, it gets more convoluted because like, other things happen and whatnot. So it didn't really stick the landing for me. I don't know if you agree, Matt?
yeah, I agree. I did enjoy the unraveling of the wedding. Just it
Yeah.
was entertaining to watch. But then where it ends up, where it's like they start over, you know. I feel like, especially in Robert Pattinson's character, they just had to like think of a way to make him do something
Do
really
something
bad,
bad to,
just to
like,
make
even
them
it
kind of
out.
even at the
Yeah.
end. But it's like, how do you do something as
But it
bad
don't
as
like,
planning a school
it just
shooting?
feels so unnatural for his character.
Yeah, to
Like, it
randomly
does
cheat.
yeah, like, it's
Like,
just like I don't know, because it's
I
not
feel
like he
like,
was showing
yeah,
signs of infidelity in the past, you know?
there was some sort of duality between both of what they did, where it's like she almost went through with it, and he also almost went through it cheating. I mean, he did like kiss her, but
Yeah.
right when it's about to get
Basically saying,
more
like,
like heavy,
he almost had
he
sex with this girl.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then he didn't at the last minute. So there's
Yeah.
kind of like that duality between both of their sins, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. And I feel like the director definitely wanted us to side with Zendaya just because of how mean and non-understanding he made Alana Haim's character,
Yeah.
whatever. She's like,
Yeah.
she's just,
She was
yeah.
like a
I saw a
bitch.
tweet saying it's like she's like the biggest villain of 2026 so far. Um,
A lot of people don't like her. I didn't know. Like people didn't like her in One Battle After Another. I feel like too.
yeah, she's not. I don't know. I don't mind her. I didn't
Yeah, I think
love
she's
Licorice
fine.
Pizza, but she did great in playing an asshole.
Yeah.
You know.
But um, yeah. I enjoyed it for the most part though. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is. It's like weird to talk about because
yeah, it's like a weird comp. But I honestly I like. I feel like a lot of his movies are like this.
yeah,
You
I
know.
just don't. I don't know. It's definitely touchy
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, like if someone was planning a shooting, right,
Yeah.
and they discovered it, let's say like they found like instead of another shooting happening when she was younger, which stopped her, let's say the police found out about it, she would go to jail, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
She would probably if he like she would probably go to jail if even for even planning that back then.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like back then, if cops had discovered she was planning this thing, you would go to jail. You're
Yeah.
planning a mass murder.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
whether you go through with it or not, to go through that level of planning is like an evil thing to do, that you must have something mentally unwell with you
Yeah.
for that to happen. So I don't understand why there was like such this understanding for her. Like I understand that she was bullied. I'm not saying that's okay. but it just seems like there's such an effort to make her look more understanding in this movie, especially with how Lana Haim's character is handled. And I
Yeah.
just didn't fully understand that. Now, this is like a very complicated issue, so there's definitely aspects that I could be missing, but I don't know. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I get it. It's, it's tough because I mean, I told you my interpretation of what I think he's trying to say, but like and you're right, I do think he's definitely pushing for people to empathize with Zendaya. But honestly, it's like I don't know. It's like a touchy. It's really touchy to talk about because it's like you know they write her character like you're kind of rooting for them, like you want them to work out together. But it's also like she's obviously a very sick person for like having you know almost planned a school shooting. So it's
Yeah.
like weird, and and obviously, what's his name was Charlie in the movie, right? I think, yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie is a character. It's like this is like a huge dilemma because he loves this woman, like it's the love of his life, but it's like this is really heavy, and like to not know about that up until like the dates of your marriage is kind of insane.
Yeah, and it's for all intents and purposes, like what we see, it doesn't seem like she'd be capable of doing anything like that now.
Yeah,
So it seems like he could go ahead and marry her, and I don't think he has to worry that she's going to do anything like
yeah,
that. But it's just the fact that that happened in her past is such a scary thought, you know?
yeah, yeah.
What'd you think of kind of like the dream sequences where it was her with the guns and
I liked it.
stuff?
I liked those sequences. Honestly, I thought it was a cool creative choice. Like the wedding pictures and like they would like show him with like her with the gun and like her as younger girl with the gun. And I like how like kind of like you could see like his image of her in his mind is like changing, because
Hmm.
this information obviously like corrupts his picture of her.
Yeah, I was a little weirded out by the scenes of Robert Pattinson with the younger actress.
Was it
I
giving good
understand
times vibes again?
I understand what they're trying to do with those moments, but it
It
just
wasn't like sexual. It was more just like couple. It was like
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
understood what they were doing. It was fine.
It was a little bit off-putting, but I understand what they were going for there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, let's see. Favorite scene in there. Let me think.
Uh,
I don't know.
I
I
don't
do
know.
kind of like, I guess, the initial reveal
Yeah, I feel like the reveal.
because I felt even knowing what she
I
did, I
was like,
felt like
yeah,
a lot of tension
yeah.
in that moment, you know?
I
And then
agree.
once she kind of, there's that build up and she reveals it, it kind of, after that, you kind of settle into the movie. But I thought that was very well done, how they reveal it.
Yeah,
And then immediately after, where they're at like the photo shoot, which was the scene they use in the trailer,
yeah,
where they're both like so awkward, you
yeah.
know? And the
Yeah, I have
lady's
to say
like,
that the director did a really good job. Like he'd put them in a situation where something would happen, and then they in the next scene they had to express like gratitude or like affection for each other.
yeah. And there also is something that I guess I noticed where it was like sometimes in relationships, like you just have to, there's shit you got to do, even if you're fighting with your partner. Like they're trying to work it out, and then
Yeah,
she's just like, all right, we got to go. We got to go take
yeah,
these photos. And you're like in the middle of something, but it's
yeah,
like you just got to,
yeah,
like, it's just part of a relationship, you know?
yeah. No,
Um, but yeah, I don't like the ending where it's like, let's start over, whatever. Like, is that trying to say, oh, everyone has their faults and this and that? But I feel like
yeah,
there's ways you could say that without the whole school shooting thing, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
That's why I'm confused by what the purpose of it is. What is he trying to say? I just don't get it. I feel like he should have been a little more clear.
yeah. I agree. Not his best work in my opinion, but it's still really good, honestly.
Yeah. Um, what's it called? Sorry.
Well,
Favorite character?
probably Charlie.
Yeah, I like Charlie as well. I
Yeah,
think Robert Pattinson did a great job.
yeah,
Zendaya is good too.
yeah.
Both their
They're
performances
both
were
good. Yeah,
really
they
good.
balance each other out really well.
Yeah.
He's having what's his next thing now? What?
Dune,
Odyssey.
Odyssey, and then Dune.
That's crazy.
He's also in this other movie I think called like Prime Time that's supposed to loosely be based off of Dateline NBC, like To Catch a Predator, Chris Hansen.
Wait, isn't he also in a movie with like uh Dakota Johnson and Denzel Washington, like this like heist movie or something.
Could be. I'm not sure about that one.
It's for Netflix. Hold on. Yeah, here it's called Here Comes the Flood, and it's Denzel Washington, Robert Pattinson, and Daisy Edgar Jones.
I hadn't heard of that one.
An unconventional heist movie about a bank guard, a teller, and a master thief in a deadly game of cons and double crosses. I don't know who's directing it. Uh,
Who?
it doesn't say.
Wait, what's it called?
Written by Simon Kingberg.
What's the movie called, Joe?
Here Comes the Flood.
I'll just look on Letterboxd.
Oh yeah, what's it say?
Fernando Meirelles, who directed City of God, which apparently is like one of the best movies
Oh,
ever.
my friend always talks about that movie, City of God.
Yeah.
Apparently it's like amazing. Two
Yeah.
Popes I heard is really good too.
Yeah, same. So, all right, you want to
Oh, and he
rate
did
this?
yeah, I'm sorry, he did Sympathizer, that like the Vietnam War show with Robert Pattinson, not Robert Pattinson, but Robert Downey Jr. He plays like a bunch of different characters.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so my favorite scene was I said it, but the reveal scene. But overall, gave it a 3.5. I think there's some moments that I really enjoyed, and I think there's really some interesting social commentary about the topics of the movie. Pattinson and Zendaya are great. I think they do a really good job. And I didn't realize that I'm actually I'm actually really liking this guy as a director. I didn't realize all three of his movies I've rated him 4 out of 5. So, well,
Besides
besides
this
this
one.
one, yeah. But so yeah,
Yeah, no, I gave it a 3 stars. I respected a lot about the movie. I think it had great performances, and there's obviously like a very interesting central moral dilemma that makes you think, what would you do in this situation? Who's right, who's wrong? I just feel like because of the subject matter, and maybe it's because we live in America and like this is a real thing, you
yeah,
know. There's shootings that happen at theaters,
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I felt a little bit uncomfortable by what was being discussed and what was happening. And I just feel like as a director, when you're tackling this subject, you just have to make your stance a little bit more clear on
yeah. That's
what you're
fair.
trying to say about this,
Yeah,
But again, it's just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm correct 100% in that, but I still enjoyed it. I think it's a good movie.
yeah,
And yeah. So,
yeah.
all right,
I
we can
agree.
move on to some movie news.
Movie news.
The Mario to that transition.
So we got first casting news for Minecraft 2. Kirsten Dunst has been cast, and I don't think they revealed who, but it's probably the girl. I don't know her name.
She's playing Alex. It was
Oh, it
confirmed.
was confirmed.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny because like 2 years ago was like, oh, maybe I'll play in the. She was like a quote. She's like, oh, my kids love the Minecraft movies. Maybe I'll join one of those and make a big boat of cash. So but it's funny because she joined that, and she's also in the Handmaid's Tale too.
Yeah, or not the
What
Handmaid's
Handmaids?
Tale.
What is it?
The Housemaid.
Housemaid, whatever the fuck, I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, she got cast in that too, so it looks like she's getting her bag over these next 2 movies. So good for her, honestly. She
Yeah,
usually
I like
doesn't.
Kirsten Dunst a
Yeah, me
lot.
too. It's kind of
She's
cool
a
to see
really
her do more mainstream stuff now again.
Yeah, she's a great actress, and she always has been going for like these kind of indie things. But yeah, she's capable of being in Minecraft if she wants to.
Yeah,
I don't really see her as like
neither do
an
I.
Alex type, Not that Alex necessarily has
I
character
don't know what
traits.
how they're gonna portray her. I'm really interested. Like
I
even
feel
just because I feel like I haven't seen her in anything. Like the last time she's been in something kind of wacky was Spider-Man. Like she's all the shit she does now. Like when I think of her, I think of like the Virgin Suicides, like
Civil War,
Civil War, like
Melancholia, like
stuff like that.
all
Yeah,
that
like
shit.
I
Yeah,
don't really. It's like funny to think she's gonna be in the Minecraft movie now.
yeah.
You
She
know.
doesn't really do schlop,
Yeah. But good
But
for her. She like, go make your bag, you know?
yeah, Yeah, definitely.
But
We'll see. I feel like she's gonna play kind of the strong lady
yeah, that's what I think too. Like
next
it's
to
gonna
the
be the
bumbling idiot Steve.
yeah,
You know.
which should be fun. You want to talk about this next bit of news?
Oh yeah, I'm excited for this. So we got like our second trailer we got our second trailer for the live action Moana, and we got our real first look
Yeah,
at Dwayne Johnson in all his glory. It's funny to think that mere months ago, this guy was campaigning for an Oscar and was sitting at the Golden Globes being nominated for a Golden Globe. And now he looks like he's part of an SNL skit in his
yeah.
next big movie.
Listen,
He looks horrible. He looks
yeah,
horrible.
I respect that they're doing the hair, but like it just looks weird. I don't know why.
Also, Maui is not like jacked. He's big, but he also has kind of like a belly a little bit. He's
Yeah,
not
but
shredded with a six pack.
it's The Rock. Like, what do you know?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I don't know.
I get what you're saying. I mean, I'm sure this is gonna make a boatload of money, though. It doesn't look good. It looks really like just like as we're talking about this, I'm like the clip is like playing, and like it's just like it does not look good, dude. It just looks like a significantly worse version um of the animated thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
like The Rock, I'm looking. I mean, I don't know. I respect that he put the hair on. I will say that. Like, I would have been madder if he didn't have the hair.
Also, did you notice he doesn't have nipples?
Does he not really?
They CGI'd his nipples off.
Does what's his name not have nipples?
No, he doesn't.
Really?
But he's animated. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I
I
guess
mean,
I don't know. I guess with the tattoos, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. This probably will
This
make $1 billion. Doesn't look good. I'm sure
out
they
of all
will.
like the live action Disney things as of late, this one is like pissing me off the most. I don't know why. Like I wasn't really offended by Snow White. Like Lion King was
Maybe because the
fine.
stories are so new. Like this is like a. When did
I
Moana
don't
come
know
out?
what it is.
2016.
It's definitely recent,
Yeah.
you know.
And it's not even the original girl playing Moana, right? It's like a different woman.
No, it's a different girl.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, it is what it is there. But
She looks
just
they definitely she's a lot lighter in this than in the animated one.
yeah, I would say so.
But yeah, I'm not really, this is like I know my coworkers gonna be talking about this shit, so so you know it's gonna be ass.
Yeah. Um,
But
all right. Can move on.
next thing. Now actually some good news. Wonder Man got renewed for season 2. I love Wonder Man, and like not even as a superhero show, like because honestly, it barely is. Like they don't really even. Is there even a fight scene in this show?
There's like one in an
One,
alley, I feel
but
like.
I loved it. I really enjoyed it. And it got announced for season 2, so I'm really excited. I wonder. I saw rumors that what's his name from Eternals might be in it.
Who?
You know, like the
Oh,
actor.
Kumail, whatever.
Yeah, I
That would be fun.
feel like that would make sense.
Yeah.
You know.
If they're in that world of acting within the
Yeah, that would
MCU.
make sense to a crossover, but yeah, I mean, exciting news. Is Daniel Destin Craig still attached?
I'm not sure. I would say probably.
Probably, right? Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's exciting.
I like this new trend of MCU shows getting multiple seasons. We're seeing now they're filming Daredevil Born
Yeah, we're
Again
gonna talk
season
about.
3, which we could talk
Yeah.
about.
Have you
Also, season
watched
2, I've
any of the
watched
episodes?
some.
I watched like
Yeah,
the first episode, but I've heard really good things so far.
I watched the first 2. I heard the 4th is like crazy, the one that just came out.
I heard 2 was crazy. Like Bullseye was like nuts.
I don't think he went like nuts. I watched it.
I saw like a
I think
clip
you're thinking
online
of
of him in a
4.
diner.
Yeah, no, that's not
Uh,
episode 2.
oh, okay, but
But
I gotta catch up. It looks good.
there's so much shit out right now,
Yeah,
like
I know. I'm
Invincible,
like
this, and The
Invincible, The
Boys.
Boys. I'm like so behind on everything. I've been like
Yeah, I
catching
gotta
up on
catch
One
up.
Piece.
Good luck.
Yeah, I
There's like
know. For those
500
out
more
there,
episodes.
I picked up One Piece again. So when I dropped it, I was at like 580 something, and now I'm at like 608. I'm
How
literally
many
do I have left? Like 560 something episodes.
you gotta grind?
It's so like, and like for East, all our cousins watch it, so like they're up to date. So for Easter, they were watching like the new episode, and like I'm watching that. And it's like, dude, I'm in the fucking trenches right now. Like the animation's so good, and like the story's a lot better up to date. Like where I'm at is like not really that good of a story. I'm
You're in
close
the
to something
filler.
good. Yeah. Nah, I'm not in filler, but it's just like not peak. You know,
One Piece is not peak, I have to say.
there's peak in there. You know, but anyway,
Yeah.
next bit of news.
What is this? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're getting a Lord of the Rings sequel movie that is going to take place 14 years after the passing of Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin. Oh, I'm sorry.
Trilogy.
Jesus. 14 years after the passing of Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin set out to retrace the first steps of their adventure. Meanwhile, Sam's daughter Eleanor has discovered a long-buried secret. I don't know, man.
Yeah, and
Isn't this like...
Andy Serkis's director is very, very
No,
questionable.
this isn't Andy Serkis.
Yes, it is. Oh wait,
This
no,
is...
this is the one with fucking the late night host writing it.
Yes.
That
Stephen
like it's
Colbert or
so
whatever.
yeah. I don't. Here's the thing though. I don't know. Maybe him and Peter Jackson know each other, and like he's a super mega fan. Whatever. I don't know. It's just a very. I thought it was like a discussing like film like fish one, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
Like
discussing fish.
yeah, like I literally thought it was one of those things, but I don't know. I'm even questioning the other one. This one is even like. Speaking of though, I think they cast the Argon. Is that his name? Aragon?
Aragorn,
Aragorn?
something like that.
Yeah, they cast like some random dude as him.
Yeah, we don't know anything about Lord of the Rings. Let's skip through this one.
Yeah. All right. So, we got our first look at the Harry Potter series. Looks fine. I don't know. Looks just like they sucked all the wonder out of it, to be honest.
I don't know. It looks okay. It doesn't look bad. It looks
Yeah.
like more of the same, which is not necessarily bad because I love Harry Potter. I mean,
But look, like I don't know. Like
I don't know.
look at like Christopher Columbus's like first movie and like the kind of like I don't know, like the whimsical kind of fucking like there's none of that shit in this trailer. It's like Harry getting bullied. It's like dark. It seems like not dark, but like
It does seem darker than the films.
like more
Definitely.
mature.
Yeah. Seems like there's less of that wonder. And I feel like a big reason for that is this is not made for kids. Not like when Harry Potter first came out. This is made for adults to watch.
Yeah. I mean you're right, honestly. Yeah.
You know?
This is gonna be more for adults.
Which
I don't know, man. I'm sure it's going to, whether we like it or not, we're going to have another 10 years of this. So buckle up, buddy.
it's too
They
early
already
to
released a
judge.
fucking behind the scenes look. The show doesn't come out for another 6 months.
It's crazy to me though that this is coming out this year.
Yeah, I know. That's insane.
That is shocking.
Because there's going to be a period where we go from like House of the Dragon season 3, Lanterns, and then this, all within like probably a 6-month period.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
I mean, I'll definitely watch it. We got our first look at some of the characters.
Yeah.
Dumbledore looks good.
Hagrid looks good.
Hagrid looks good. We got Snape. It's the elephant in the room. I don't love his look.
There's a shot of him in the trailer. He looks okay. There's another still of him where he's wearing like a weird costume, and I did not like that look.
He just doesn't look like Snape at all.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, it's hard, obviously, to look like Snape because,
Listen, he hasn't said a line of dialogue yet, so I can't really make a judgment call on his,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to give him a fair shot. We have no idea.
Yeah,
he was picked for a reason. That and J.K. Rowling, even though I'm not a big fan of her, she was involved in the process of this whole thing. So like, she obviously saw something in him, and it's not like she's like the most progressive person in the world,
Yeah.
So
I mean, she's not racist. She's just transphobic.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I feel like they're usually good with the casting for HBO and like Harry Potter in general. Like, I feel like the movies are very well cast.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see what happens. I was just saying, give the guy a shot. Let's just see what,
definitely. But I've seen the discourse. I'm sure you've seen it as well.
Yeah. But, what else do you expect from people like that? But this just broke now.
What?
This came out a couple hours ago. Originally, it was that there was a test group. There was testing for Maxima and Man of Tomorrow, and it was Audrey Adorno, which is like the girl from Hitman, and I know she's been like a very popular pick, like person for people to pick for Wonder Woman. Her, Ella Purnell, and I forgot the woman's name, the girl from Industry. Oh, Marissa Alba, all test screen for Maxima. Then James Gunn came out like literally like 10 minutes later and was like, yeah, this isn't true. But now it just came out now that Andrea did test screen as well as where the hell did the tweet go? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got it? You want to read it? Yeah.
Ava D. Dominici, Sydney Chandler, and Grace Van Patten. All they actually tested for it, which I don't know any of them.
The first girl I think is from like the first girl in the picture, I believe is from Mamma Mia 2.
Haven't seen it.
The one the last girl in the picture, isn't that the lead girl from the Aliens TV show?
Yes,
I haven't
think you're
seen
right.
it, but I just like know that's like what she's from. And then I don't know what the third girl's from. You know, I don't know any of these. I honestly, the first three that they listed, I really like. These, I don't know anything about them, so. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Gunn's usually good with casting, so.
I don't know Maxima really, but it seems like
Neither
she's
do
pretty
I.
much confirmed to be in the movie because there have been a bunch of talks.
Apparently
Did he confirm it or himself that
Yeah,
she's
he
in it?
did. He confirmed it.
Okay.
I watched a video about her. Essentially, just like this super strong person that like Brainiac kind of. He's essentially like Brainiac's like Silver Surfer. Like
Okay. Or she.
her planet gets conquered, and she agrees like something like she'll work for him in exchange for like her leaving his planet, her planet, something like that.
So basically,
And
Silver Surfer, exactly.
essentially Silver Surfer, yeah. That's like how it is in the comics.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like it's not like she becomes Maxima, like the herald. It's just like she's just this super strong person.
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on this because I only know AGR, Jonah.
Yeah,
I don't know any of the other actors, and I don't know Maxima. So
I've heard good things about the girl from Alien, but other than that,
yeah.
But
all right,
man, it's honestly kind of crazy that this and Batman are going to be shooting in the next 2 months.
I know Batman. They said in June, I think, right?
Yeah.
So
insane, and then they're doing like table reads for Superman now, I believe. But anyway,
craziness.
So you want to talk about this next one?
Yeah. So we got a trailer for The End of Oak Street, which originally was called Flowervale Street, but they changed the name. I wonder how significant that will be. And all we knew was that it had something to do with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But what this trailer reveals is that it follows a family who discover that their entire neighborhood just got transported to the prehistoric era. So all of a sudden they're chilling, and then they look out, and then they, there's some weird things start happening. They go outside, there's dinosaurs. And the thing that I really like about this trailer is it seems like they're going for a horror vibe.
Yeah, it looks like dark.
Looks very dark. It looks scary. And this is kind of a unique take on dinosaurs in film,
Yeah.
We need more dinosaurs in film.
Yeah, because I feel like Jurassic Park is kind of like lock and key dinosaurs. Like you don't really get any other dinosaur movies.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize this is the guy who did It Follows. That's sick.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why. I was like, that's such a cool. Like I don't know. I loved It Follows. I thought it was such a unique idea for a movie, and like just to think he's taking like a crack at like a horror dinosaur movie. Like that's fucking awesome.
It's also a great cast. Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor.
And yeah, which I don't know. I haven't seen her. Like I don't know. I feel like she doesn't do movies like this. Anne Hathaway.
I don't know. She's gonna be in a lot this year. She
No,
has
like dinosaur sci-fi shit. I'm saying.
Well, who does dinosaur sci-fi shit? It's not. It's not like a common.
I don't know. Like Scarlett Johansson does sci-fi shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like she's more like I don't know. Devil Wears Prada and all the yada yada. But I don't know. It looks good.
Really good.
Yeah, I told my friends I was like dinosaurs in this movie, and they're like, "Oh, I'm down." So they like the trailer.
It's getting an IMAX release too.
Yeah, and the posters were sick. It shows like there's a like really cool marketing campaign going on for it.
There's cool like behind the scenes images, not behind the scenes, but like
in world
marketing. In world images that have like this very creepy undertone to them.
Yeah.
I also saw theories
I
that
know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
yeah, the end of Oak Street apparently could take place in the Cloverfield universe.
Why do they keep? I feel like every like 5-6 years there's this random like horror movie that'll come out that's like somehow tied to Cloverfield.
I don't know. There's
You know what I
actually a
mean?
big fan base who's into this shit.
I haven't seen like I feel like the last one I saw was the one that the guy who directed Captain America: Brave New World did.
You watched that one?
Yeah,
I heard it was ass.
yeah, I don't like it. It was weird. I don't even
Um,
remember. It's like mad confusing.
yeah, I don't know. Apparently, in one of the Cloverfield movies, there's like a reference that, oh, this whole neighborhood disappeared one day. So people think because that reference and also J.J. Abrams is directing or producing this,
Producing it, it's a
that
bad robot. Whatever it
there's
is.
going to be a connection there.
That's a reach, man. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, if it is, that's
Besides
fine, I
that's like
guess.
such a fucking reach, dude. Like besides J.J. Abrams having the connection, there would be no indication that this is a Cloverfield movie.
But I guess that's how the last one went too,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
don't know.
Not that it helped it out that much,
Yeah,
but
that one that wasn't that like a direct to Netflix one?
I don't know. I forget what it's even called.
Yeah,
I gotta look
Cloverfield
this up.
Paradox or something.
Cloverfield. Yeah, but I feel like people would know. If it's called the
Uh,
Cloverfield paradox, wouldn't people just know that it's related to Cloverfield?
no, oh, I thought you meant the name of other movie.
Wait, hold on. Because I know there's like 10 Cloverfield Lane.
That's the one where they're like trapped in the basement. It's
Yeah.
like three. Yeah, no, I didn't see that one. I saw the one where they're in space.
Yeah, I think it's Cloverfield paradox.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Next bit of news. This is actually really hype. John Hannah will be returning for The Mummy 4 in theaters May 19th, 2028.
The GOAT returns.
Yeah,
Let's
honestly, I
go.
gotta rewatch. We gotta rewatch the Mummy movies.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we have this atrocity coming out next week, The Mummy.
Lee
Although
Cronin's.
Lee Cronin is The Mummy. I did hear that we're gonna get trailers to Evil Dead and Resident Evil with this movie, so that'll be at least we'll get the joy of seeing that. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't like I love the Mummy movies. He was like a fun side character, so more
Yeah,
exciting news.
thinking back to watching those movies as a kid, he has such a
He's
strong memory
funny.
in my mind.
Yeah.
I remember him a lot from those movies, and he's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember him with the cat. Like, remember because they were
Yeah.
like scared of the cats, and he would always like have the cat. Well, not if he always had the cat on, but I remember there was a scene with him like where the guy pulls up and he just like holds the cat up with the guy. But
Yeah, he was fun.
yeah,
So
he reminds me of like a classic like Indiana Jones side character.
yeah,
Like I don't know
those
how to
movies are
explain it.
like that, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So now
But
we're getting Rachel Weisz back, we're getting John Hannah, we're getting Brendan
you think Fraser's gonna lose weight like and get like jacked again?
Probably. I
Yeah,
think so. I don't know about jacked, but I feel like he'll slim
I'll
down
get
a
in
bit.
shape. Yeah. It's exciting. This is like his like first kind of commercial movie since because I feel like even the stuff he does now isn't really super.
Yeah, he's in a movie this year called Pressure. I know. He
Really?
was in Rental Family, which I loved
Yeah,
from
Rental
last
Family was
year.
dope. Yeah,
And then The Whale, obviously.
yeah, and it's cool that
And
Rental Family was like his second. That was his post Oscar project.
yeah, well, Killers of the Flower Moon he did too.
Yeah, but that way he was like
Yeah, that was yeah.
did it for
So
like 3 seconds. But you want to talk about the next bit of news?
yeah, you could talk about this trailer.
Yeah.
And I'll do the next one.
So we got our new look at the Supergirl trailer. It's fine. I'm not super impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like for a comic book that's like very heavy on the visuals, like these visuals are not super impressive. And especially after Project Hail Mary and like looking at how amazing that was, it's like the bar is really high for space movies now. I mean, I don't know. It looks fine. Like I'm sure it's gonna be like fine. Like I don't think it's gonna be atrocious. It doesn't look like completely horrible. Like I just think it looks like pretty average, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It looks it's funny that this is the movie James Gunn isn't directing, because it looks like a James Gunn movie.
Yeah, it
Looks
does.
like a
Yeah.
Guardians movie. It has the same plot as Guardians 3. The lovable pet gets poisoned, and you have a certain amount of time to find the antidote to save him. It's the exact
That's
plot
like legit ripped from. That's like what happens though. That
in the
I can't
comic.
lie. Yeah, like he shoots him with an arrow, and she has to go with him to get the antidote. Like that's actually from the comic. So I have to defend them on that one.
Yeah,
But
but
it
it
is
just
very like
feels,
yeah, her with the Walkman is weird. Like I don't know why she's a Walkman. The trench coat. I mean, no, actually, the trench coat's from the comics too. But it's just yeah, I don't know. This is definitely like considered the best Supergirl story. It's very Guardians coded. I just I don't know. I just really like. There's a lot of shit that like I haven't seen in this that like I don't see in the trailers yet, and like the visuals aren't really impressing me. I don't know.
yeah,
We'll
because
see.
a lot of people were coping with that first trailer and being like, "Oh, it's just one trailer. You don't know how the rest of the movie is gonna look."
Yeah, I was
And
like,
it seems like
now,
we get a lot more plot here and a lot more. It seems like what are late stage of the movie moments, and it still looks the same.
yeah, like if you
So
look at the like, because I could the end battle is like on that big ship. I mean, that's not like really. You could probably tell that,
yeah,
but it like look up what that ship looks like in the comic book.
right now,
Yeah,
what am I supposed to look up?
just look up
Supergirl.
no, look up Krem's ship, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow.
Let's see it. Krem's ship. Oh yeah,
Does that
looks
look
really
any?
cool.
Yeah, like and look what we get in the movie.
Yeah,
Bro, like, come on. It's like the fucking space Black Pearl up there, and then we get like this giant metal cargo ship. Like, come on, you know,
yeah. And honestly, every time that I see any panel
of the
from this
comic book.
comic, which I
Yeah,
haven't read, I know you've read it, it just looks so beautiful and so much better than anything we've seen in any of these
yeah.
trailers.
So far, it's yeah,
And they kind of set themselves up for that, because if you didn't name it Woman of Tomorrow and say it's following this storyline,
yeah.
then,
I mean, like it is like it's you could definitely see the influence of Woman of Tomorrow, but it's like not. You know, I just was expecting more. You know,
yeah. Yep.
and we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I have to say, I feel like I'm more excited for Clayface than I am for this.
Really.
Yeah.
We should get some
So, yeah, it's gonna be.
trailer
I
for that
saw like in
soon.
April we're gonna get a trailer for Clayface.
Hopefully. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
we're in April.
so
Maybe it'll
we'll
come.
see.
But
Um,
to move on to a much better trailer, in my
yeah,
opinion, we got the full trailer for the Backrooms movie, which is releasing on May 29th. Great trailer.
yeah, looks sick.
Another great trailer, because that
Yeah,
last teaser I loved a lot too.
hmm
You get a bit more of the story here. You get kind of a look at what the Backrooms actually look like within the movie, and it's very creepy. I also
yeah,
love how there are VHS elements in it as well, and there's like a reason for them to be there, which kind of goes back to that original feel of the Backroom shorts.
yeah.
Um,
Have you ever watched the shorts?
I've watched like a few of them,
I want to
like a
watch
long
them.
time ago though. You can watch them. They're up on YouTube.
They're in your, oh, okay.
But yeah, Renata
Yeah, Cass is
Chewolji,
great.
whatever.
Yeah,
I cannot pronounce his name, but both very solid top tier actors,
yeah,
especially Renata. And it's a great trailer.
yeah.
I went back and watched it like twice.
Looks really good.
So I'm
And
really, really excited for this. And it's coming out soon. May
yeah,
29th. It's not that far away. It's like a month and a half away.
have you seen like that in universe commercial for
Yeah,
the?
I
That's
have.
sick. I love that too. Like I thought that was so cool.
Yeah. And it's so impressive, but that the director's like 18 or 20 or
Yeah,
whatever. It's
it's
very
insane.
impressive. Yeah.
I've reading stuff that like apparently they're like really high on this movie and like they've even talked about like future movies taking place in like this kind of back room because apparently there's a lot of lore with with the back rooms.
Yeah. I mean, if it does well, they'll make another,
Yeah, yeah, but
which with horror, it's easy to turn a profit for the
yeah,
most
like
part. I'm
I
not
highly doubt this costs a lot. They probably spent more on the actors than they did on anything else in this movie.
Yeah, because it doesn't need like big set pieces. You're just in a
Yeah,
yellow room most of it,
yeah,
you know.
but yeah,
And yeah,
it's like really exciting. It looks like it's gonna be very good.
yeah.
Uh,
So
but
all right,
let's
moving on.
see.
Scream 8 is
Scream 8,
officially in the works.
great.
we already knew this. We
Yeah.
did get the writers who are Lila and Nora Zuckerman, who are known for the Poker Face series, that Ryan Johnson series.
Apparently that's good, but
And it seems like production's gonna start relatively soon because they want to just
they
put more
want
screams out.
probably February 28th. They're gonna shoot for.
Yeah, that would make sense. I don't see this making as much as Scream 7 because I feel like there's probably a little bit of bad faith going around right now from Scream 7.
It's funny because like you can argue Scream 7 is objectively the worst Scream. I think it's the lowest rated Scream too,
Hmm. Yeah,
and
easily.
it made the most money.
Yeah, not a good sign
Yeah,
to
to
Paramount and
continue.
Spyglass.
Yeah, because
But
I feel like you can't like where do you go with Scream now? Because like there's only so much. How much longer are you gonna do the Sidney Prescott thing? They had something going with Melissa Pereira's character and that like they had their own group, but obviously that didn't work out. So it's like, do you go back to a new group of kids?
I don't
Like
know. I don't know because I love Sidney Prescott, but I agree that it's like, how
it's
many
getting
times are you gonna
yeah.
do this? You
Yeah.
know,
She's gotta
how many
die in
times
one of
could
them.
she get targeted?
Yeah. She should have honestly, Loki should have died in 5.
Well, they're at least now they're setting something up new with like her daughter. I feel like maybe if they do this new trilogy, 7, 8, and 9, whatever,
Yeah,
she'll
but her
die at the end of
daughter,
that one.
respectfully, is not a good actor or
I like the
actress,
daughter.
therefore.
I don't know.
I did not like I thought Nev Campbell was the only like person actually acting in that movie, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean Nev was good, but
Yeah.
I thought the daughter was fine.
I don't know. Whatever. But then again, it's Scream. It's not like, you don't have to be an insanely good actor to be on these movies. But I don't know. I just feel like where do you go? I don't really understand the point of doing it. Obviously, money, but it's just like,
I mean, where do you ever go in this
yeah,
franchise?
that's fair.
I
You
just feel
know,
like it's weird though because at least in other slasher movies, it's like the same person. So it's like they're always coming back
yeah,
for revenge. You could always rely on that. It's like, oh, they're coming back to get their revenge. It's always a different person with Ghostface. It's like, how are there so many of these people and they're all targeting Sydney?
yeah,
It gets a little bit
it's
much,
weird.
you know?
We'll see.
So,
But you know what franchise won't be doing shit like that?
what?
Evil Dead. We got 2 bangers already. They're filming 2 of them.
Oh,
Burn
excuse me.
is dead. Burn is already finished, but they're filming another one right now.
Yeah,
Evil
Evil
Dead
Dead
Wrath.
Wrath.
So we're
That's
eating good.
exciting.
I
Yep.
mean, you like Evil Dead too, but
Yeah, I do. And those are just kind of standalone movies, which are
yeah,
cool.
and I feel like they figured out their formulas, like take the Necronomicon and put it in different settings,
Yeah.
and like
Yep.
that's like how it works, and
Yep.
that's what
Exactly.
But what was I gonna say? I forgot to say something about Evil Dead. I don't remember.
You said they're not
Oh,
selling
this is
out or
random,
whatever.
but do you ever think they'll ever go back to the corny
I
Evil
don't think
Dead?
so.
No. It would be
Just
cool though.
because with today's audiences,
The camp. You don't think the camp would work? I feel like it'd be cool.
I mean, I wouldn't even say with today's audiences, but I would say with
Just the kind of
today's,
like the way people interpret Evil Dead now.
or the way that like the cynical nature of why and how movies are made now is like, you wouldn't just make a movie for the most part. You wouldn't just make a movie because you want it to be made a certain way. Most of the
Yeah.
time, they're made for money, especially these horror movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, if it's not giving you the best chance to make money, if it's not going to have as big of an audience, probably not going to get made. You
Yeah.
know, it's a sad reality. But
I did see an interesting rumor about Burn though. Last thing I'll say about Evil
what?
Dead. About it's connected to Evil Dead Rise.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, wasn't there confirmation that that character's going to come back or something?
There's a rumor that she's gonna come at the like she pulls up at the end.
Really?
She was great. I loved her, and she was the best part of Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
I don't know how that would work because she kind of turns into that like, 3.
Well, remember that there's that opening sequence, and then like the the ending actually is the beginning.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
So maybe, I mean, the book is still out there,
Yeah.
so it could be connected, but
But
All right.
yeah, let's move
Next
on.
thing we got, this is something that we heard a little bit of rumors about, is the Weapons prequel is going to be called Gladys, and it's officially moving forward. The writer's going to be Zach Shield, who wrote Godzilla vs. Kong. Him and Zach Craig are going to write it together. The Deadline article doesn't say anything about who's going to direct it. I'm assuming Krieger will come back, but it doesn't mention anything in the article.
I feel like he has to come. Like, what else?
I mean, if he's producing it, they could try to get someone else to direct it, but I don't know what else he has lined up in the meantime. So
it's just Resident Evil. Which, speaking of, I've heard people saying it's like amazing.
yeah. But do you think Amy Madigan is going to be back for this? That's
Yeah.
something that at first I was thinking, yeah, of course.
Of course, yeah. Because I feel like it's like she's not, her character's like supposed to be like, I don't know, could be hundreds, even thousands of years old,
Yeah, but if we're doing a prequel about her origins, wouldn't it make sense that she's a bit
Maybe
younger?
she didn't get into the magic stuff until she was older.
That's true.
Yeah.
If
Like maybe
she
she's
was,
sick.
yeah, if she was recast as a younger actress, who does your mind go to?
I have to look at Amy Madigan. I have to look at her when she's younger too. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah,
But how young
the
are we talking?
obvious
Like
answer.
40s, 50s?
I would say like young, like 20s.
Like that young.
Like young, because it's like
Then
her
I feel like at
origins.
that point you could just cast anybody. It's like an open,
I don't know. I see her coming back just because of the whole Oscar thing and everything.
Yeah, me too. It's crazy. I still can't believe she won.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've had any type of acting awards from a horror movie. Misery was
I was
Kathy Bates.
Substance
Really
was close. I thought I had
yeah,
a
also
chance.
Black Swan, Natalie Portman won. Although it's not like traditional horror,
Yeah.
It's more of a thriller. But
yeah.
All right, last bit of news. You want to go through?
Yeah. So Mike Coulter and Finn Jones will seemingly return as Luke Cage and Iron Fist in Daredevil Born Again Season 3. They're both spotted on set with Kristen Ritter. This is really cool and honestly really exciting. And I know that Finn Jones gets like a really bad rep because the Iron Fist show was like really bad. And it was. He didn't even apparently he didn't even try in the fight scenes and stuff. But he's much better in Luke Cage Season 2. Like, he has, like, a kind of arc where they do, like, a Heroes for Hire thing, and he's, like, significantly better. So, if it's more like that, I'm on board. And also, I don't know if you saw the pics, like, a lot of the pictures of Mike Coulter, right? That was his name?
Coulter.
He has, like, that kind of, like, vest with the white with him in yellow, and that's, like, he wears that a lot in the comics and, like, the runs where he runs for mayor. So that's like a rumor that people think that he'll be running for mayor, which would be pretty cool.
That would be cool to replace Fisk, who will seemingly
not be mayor
by the end of Season 2. Yeah, based on the Spider-Man trailer,
stuff. So
seems like he's not.
And
do you think they'll show up at the end of Season 2? Maybe because people know already they're going to be in Season 3.
Probably.
So.
And I feel like this is naturally leading up to the next Spider-Man movie, The Defenders crossing over.
Yeah, I could see that.
I feel like that's like the next. Because they I feel like it makes so much sense for them to be in like a Spider-Man movie,
Yeah, even as a small part.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, even if they had able to use Spider-Man in the shows, I feel like he would have pulled up in Daredevil at some point already. It almost feels weird that he's not there.
Yeah, maybe they'll address it in the movie.
Yeah, we'll see.
But there was also a clip from later in Born Again Season 2 where apparently Jessica Jones says that she has a kid, which in the comics,
I saw that.
She has a kid with Luke Cage.
Yeah, so I wonder if they have a kid together. Because I don't remember if they're together at the end. Because I know in the shows they had a relationship. Because he debuts on Jessica Jones first, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I remember they had a relationship in Jessica Jones Season 1.
That show was actually really good, Jessica Jones.
Yeah, it was.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. And apparently the daughter becomes Captain America at some point.
I think I remember because she's like super strong, obviously, because her parents are both strong. So she takes up the mantle at some point.
Yeah, I forget what is Jessica Jones' power. She's just invulnerable, right?
She's just really she's super strong. She's not invulnerable though. She can get shot and shit. But
Luke Cage
is invulnerable.
Yeah. Okay.
I love his you ever see his Power Man fit?
Yeah.
When he has the afro and the metal chain, it's so sick.
Yeah,
dude.
it's really cool.
Yeah,
I know he wears it for like a second in one of the Netflix shows.
I wish they would do that. Like if
They
they did a
always do
Heroes,
that
I know, bro. Like that, I gotta look that up now. Hold on.
because they did that with like Scarlet Witch in WandaVision, where they toss her in like the comic book outfit for a second, like in the Halloween fit. They
Yeah.
did that with Captain America when he's on the stage.
Luke Cage. Some of Luke Cage chains. But anyway, it's cool that he's coming back. But these
Yeah, for
characters are gonna
sure.
come back, and I'm sure they're gonna be in the movies. You know,
Yeah, I think so.
but
All right,
and
before we move on to our last movie, you want to talk about what else we've seen since our last episode? Any other movies you want to mention?
I saw Midnight Break, I think it was called.
I noticed you checked that off as watched.
Yeah. It was okay. It's like basically about these two people from London go to like the Netherlands for vacation, and this woman believes like this event in her life, something in her life happened, and she has like a religious connection to. She believes she has a religious connection to like due to something in her life, and it's like about that. It was fine, It's kind of just people talking. But I watched that. I made my girlfriend watch Pirates of the Caribbean. So goated.
Nice.
Oh my god, bro. Gore Verbinski's such a beast. Like where they really do like, bro, I forgot how the movie's 2.5 hours long. There's so many action set pieces. Like when they first go to that like place with the gold, because I remember like the last battles there. There's like dead ass a full hour left when they pull up to that
Yeah,
spot.
yeah,
They
yeah,
they
yeah.
go they leave and then they come back. Like it's just I don't know. I thought there's so much action in the movie.
Those were
But
such great
yeah,
movies when we were
dude.
kids. There's not even like a replacement for that
No,
nowadays.
there's
I guess
nothing.
superhero movies.
But they
Like,
don't
what
do
would you be
stunts like
excited
that,
for
bro.
as a kid? You know,
Pirates, like this like Spider-Man, like
like what are
X-Men.
today's kids? What's the big action franchise that today's kids are looking forward to? Like a big action adventure franchise.
They
There
don't
isn't
have
really.
really.
There's not like a swashbuckling kind of.
No, there's
There's
like
no Indiana Jones. There's no The Mummy. There's no
no
pirates.
Mission Impossible would be like the closest. I feel like
Yeah, but that's not really for kids. You
no,
know.
no.
That's why
Yeah, I
there's a
agree. We
huge
need
Disney is missing a huge demographic of young boys, I feel
yeah,
like. There's
because
nothing for them
yeah,
besides like superheroes, but those are catered to adults at this point, you know?
yeah.
So that's why this is the time to bring back the Pirates franchise.
I mean, it seems like they want to. I mean, have you seen Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die yet or no?
Yes, I did.
Oh, what'd you think?
I didn't love it, to be
Really?
honest.
I liked it.
I thought it was okay. I just feel like what's his face?
Cool.
Sam Rockwell is just acting circles around everyone else in the movie.
Yeah, he's
He's
amazing.
so much better than everyone else that it's
Well,
almost
look,
like
I mean,
distracting.
look at the rest of the cast.
Yeah, I think who was it? Like Zoe Dutch is in there.
Uh,
Or
was
no,
this
Haley Lou Richardson, not Zoe Dutch. I always get
Michael
them confused.
Pena.
Yeah, Juno Temple, she's from Venom. But I don't know. He's just
I
like
don't know,
so
I
much
like the whole
better than
thing
everyone
about,
else. It like distracted me almost.
I like the thing about her being allergic to the Wi-Fi and like that being connected to because I kind of thought that was
Yeah,
stupid. I was like, why the fuck? But then like I don't know,
they
made
need
sense
it
to
for
me.
the cure.
Sam Rockwell's like I don't know. He's one of those actors that like more I watch him, he's like climbing up my rankings. Like
Yeah, he's a beast.
yeah, like not that
You
movie Nine Wild Horses is like I'm actually really excited for.
you should watch Jojo Rabbit again.
Yeah, I forget he plays the fucking like Nazi dude, like the Imperial guy that he's friends with.
Yeah, he's like the gay general,
Yeah.
secretly gay. You know what I watched though actually that I was surprised by and really loved?
Well,
They Will Kill You, which I should have told you to watch it because I think you would really like it.
Yeah.
It is like Raimi-esque at points.
Really?
It's John Wick-esque. There's like a bunch of big movies that it reminded me of that I love, and I really enjoyed it.
What'd you give it?
I give it a 4-star.
4-star?
Yeah.
Is it online anywhere? I'll watch. Oh, did I watch it tonight?
I don't think so, but go to the theater maybe.
Yeah.
You know what else it reminded me of too? Honestly, Kill Bill. I was thinking of Tarantino
Really?
watching this movie. And it was like it's just so batshit insane. There's one sequence that involves an eyeball that if you've seen the movie,
Like,
you know what I'm
would it make
talking
Rain for
about.
Crowd?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you'll know when you watch it. I don't
Okay.
want to give anything away, but it was
What is
such a
the
good
plot? Like
movie.
she works at the hotel in this apartment complex and like
So the basic plot is her and her sister have a falling out when they're young.
mhm.
There's more, it's less of a falling out, but
Yeah.
there's more that goes into it. But so they get separated. She eventually tracks down her sister years later and figures out that she got a job at this hotel. So she gets a job at the hotel, and then when she goes there, realizes that everyone who gets jobs here as like cleaning people, they're not actually getting a job.
Oh,
They're
it's
just
just like a
getting sacrificed by this
cult or
rich
something.
cult of
Okay.
people. So it's her trying
Okay.
to fend off like a million people. Um, that's basically
Yeah.
the premise of it. There's like a big twist with the people
Mhm.
that I won't spoil. You'll have to see when you watch it.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much the premise of it.
Yeah, I definitely will watch, honestly.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
I haven't watched much though since the
I
last
feel like
episode. I watched the Hannah Montana movie with my girlfriend.
I watched a movie with my wait, hold on, let me look at my list because I wrote it down. Um, yeah, I've been catching up on One Piece for those that, indulge, but yeah, I mean, I watched Marry the Drama. I've been trying to see Slanted. It's not playing in New York anymore.
Yeah, I
I
think you
wanna
missed that. You're gonna have to
yeah, and
wait
it's
till it
not
comes.
online yet either because it get I feel like it got good reviews too.
I don't know. I think it
Let me
got
see.
decent reviews. I think it was like a 60 something Rotten Tomatoes. I watched Is This Thing On
It's
also.
70% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Yeah,
so
it's
not too
pretty
bad.
good. Is This Thing
Oh,
On
I
I
liked it.
watched.
I thought
I really
honestly,
liked it.
yeah, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I didn't love the ending, and I feel like it is a little bit juvenile, where it's like,
Yeah, like,
oh,
oh,
like it's like,
yeah,
oh, let's be sad together. Like that's not exactly the most groundbreaking piece of relationship advice that I've ever
yeah,
seen. But it's still it works for what it is, and I love Will
yeah.
Arnett.
Yeah, he's
I love
great,
Laura
yeah.
Dern. Yeah, he's really good in it. And I also just love like the New York comedy
Yeah, like,
scene
I don't
kind
know,
of
the
vibe of it.
Comedy Cellar stuff was like, I don't know, the vibes in there look really cool, like, just living in New York and that type of thing. I don't know, I enjoyed it as well.
Yeah.
And also randomly, like, Peyton Manning as, like, an extended
Yeah.
like, I was, like, so caught off guard when he was in the movie. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and he's just
He's
playing a
good.
guy.
Yeah, he's just playing like a
Like he's
normal.
not
It's
even
just it's
Peyton
hard to
Manning.
take
Like
it
what the
serious
fuck?
because he's just playing like a. I thought he was playing himself at first or something.
Yeah. And
But
yeah. And I think also what makes the movie work, and I love Bradley Cooper's most of his
yeah,
most of his directed movies. Was not a fan of Maestro, and I like seeing Bradley Cooper a little bit in the shadows, you know. You're a good
yeah, it was nice
director,
for him to
but don't
be.
put
Yeah,
yourself front and center. It kind of like
yeah,
takes away from the movie a little
and I
bit.
like his character was good. I liked his character.
Yeah, he was
He
fun.
kind of he felt like very like almost bipolar. He would just like make decisions and like you know
Yeah.
a little manic. But it was I enjoyed it. I'm glad you saw it because I had a feeling you were gonna like it.
Yeah. That was it though. I've really been really slacking.
Yeah, me
But
too, dude. But yeah,
all right.
that's it.
Um
So now
let's talk about
talk about the movie you
Titane,
recommended, Titane.
the sick and twisted movie.
Yeah.
All right, so Titane is a movie directed by Julia Ducournau. Ducournau, I always fuck up her name. She's one of my favorite directors. I recently got to see her in person for a Q&A of Alpha, her most recent movie. And after that, I kind of was inspired to go back and check this out again, as well as let you watch it for the first time.
Yeah.
And it is her most strange movie, I would say.
Yeah.
It's her
I mean,
most
I haven't
fucked
seen
up
Alpha,
movie.
but yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'll read the synopsis. A woman with a metal plate in her head from a childhood car accident embarks on a bizarre journey, bringing her into contact with a firefighter who's reunited with his missing son after 10 years. That is like
It's such
not,
a bad,
yeah,
yeah, like
it's
that's,
such,
I mean, like technically that's what the movie's about, but
yeah.
that's not really what it's about.
It's really about a girl who fucks a car, gets
Yeah,
pregnant, and then pretends to be the missing child of a person who also is fucked up, and they bond. That's pretty
yeah.
much what it's about. But
But what, what'd you think?
I love it. I love it. It's a weird movie,
Yeah, it's
I
very
know,
weird.
but the one thing that I say to defend this movie, or one of the things, is like, who makes a movie like this
Yeah,
besides
yeah,
Julia? Who the
yeah. No,
fuck is making
I
stuff like
yeah,
this? No one. The way her mind works is just like insane.
yeah. Like I enjoyed it. There were parts of it that I like was kind of shaking my head. I didn't understand, but for the most part, I did enjoy it. Um, I definitely think I like Raw. I think Raw is a better movie in general, but that's not to say I did enjoy aspects of this movie. Like just the car shit is just bad shit. Fucking like there's so much shit going on. That's not even like the weirdest part of this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like like I feel like that like she just fucks the car and it's like not addressed until she starts getting pregnant and like bleeding like motor oil and shit. Um, but I enjoyed it. There was like parts of it that she just randomly starts like, and I understand it's supposed to be like, oh, she's like had this injury when she was younger, so she's not like normal, and and she like she goes kind of on like a murdering spree, which like some people it was justified, but other people not so much, and it kind of like they don't really address it after. I feel like it's just like a plot point to move the plot along for her to meet the firefighter guy, you know. And they were just like,
Yeah,
oh, she kills people because she's crazy. Like that felt a little lazy to me, in my opinion. But other than that, that was like really my biggest nitpick about it. But
it's a fair criticism. I feel like the reason why she kills people is just because she's insane. Because of the accident that
no,
happened when she was younger.
yeah, I'm just saying it. Yeah, yeah, I get it.
It caused something to be fucked up in her head, which is why she does that. But the thing that's interesting about this movie is like it's not just about a girl that gets pregnant by a car, because you could make that movie.
Yeah,
You could do a girl gets pregnant by a car. Let's explore how her body changes. Let's explore the body horror of it, how it affects
yeah,
her mentally, and then it all climaxes into the birth, which this is in ways, but it's also like a whole nother
yeah.
story
There's a
as
lot
well.
of about
It's
just like
about
past
it's
traumas and like
yeah, and it's about like found family. It
family.
gets
Yeah,
it gets weirdly like tender,
danger.
and it's about love at points.
Yeah,
Like
companionship.
it's just so ambitious. And there are parts in the end where, like the dad, the firefighter, he knows it's not his son.
Yeah,
And he's like, I don't care who you are, you're my son. It's like, why is it getting like heartfelt right now? You
yeah.
know?
Like there's
And
a scene where like she's taking a shower and like she drops her towel by
yeah,
accident and he just like kind of puts it over her and like hugs her. I was like,
yeah,
damn, like
yeah, because he knows, like, he's dealing with
yeah,
his own shit. But
yeah.
I didn't know this, but well, I did know this, but I haven't seen the movie. Cronenberg has a similar concept movie called Crash that I don't think it's about people being attracted to cars, but I think it's about
Hmm.
people being attracted to car crashes.
Yeah, like a
I could
fetish
be.
type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
When did it come out? Oh, wait, I see it.
1996,
1996
I think.
Crash. Yeah, it says a car crash victim suddenly finds himself turned on by car accidents and becomes involved with an underground subculture of like-minded souls.
Yeah.
Interesting. But
It's also weird though, because this movie if this movie released like now, I feel like it would get Oscar buzz. It won the Palme d'Or at Cannes in 2021. And it has a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's very critically acclaimed, but the Oscars didn't even nominate it for anything. Not
really,
like Best International, nothing, because of the subject matter. But I feel like now,
now,
especially
yeah,
you see stuff like The
yeah,
Substance
the
getting
substance,
nominated,
yeah,
things like that. I feel like this could have definitely made an awards run,
yeah, yeah. I agree.
especially winning the Palme d'Or.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
the main actress, it's her feature film debut. Her name is Agatha Roussel. She was really good and
is
goes
it?
through kind of a crazy body transformation.
Yeah. She looks like so tall, like completely different from the beginning of the movie to the end.
Yeah. What
Is
were you gonna say?
she is she transgender?
I don't think so. What makes you say that?
Because I feel like when I clicked on her thing on one of the things, like her pronouns like weren't she her, it was they them. Oh no, I think it's because uh hold on.
She's not, apparently.
No. Oh, okay.
She's trans in the movie, pretty much.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I wonder if this movie's trying to say anything about, like, transgenderism at all.
Ah,
About, like, hiding
I
your
feel like.
identity.
I mean, I guess, but I feel like it's not really like she's. It's more just about like. It's not like she's like, oh, like I want to be a. Like it's like I'm doing this because I want to
It's who
be
I
a, a
am.
a boy, and like it's more just like she's just doing it because she needs to survive. She killed these people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
you have a favorite scene?
Mm,
There's a lot of interesting scenes in this.
yeah, it's hard to pinpoint one. I like the dancing scene
Yeah, she
with
gets
all the
on like
yeah,
with the
it's funny.
fire, and yeah, and then the guy, his dad, her dad comes in, and
he
he's just
just
like,
he just turns around and leaves.
yeah,
I
that was
also like
funny.
the first time that she speaks to him when she gets on the bus. This is another thing. That scene where she gets on the bus and hears how the guys are talking to the girl
Yeah,
and then gets off. Is that kind of like her realizing, okay, I don't want to go back to living life as a woman because this is how women are treated. So that's why she gets off the bus and
I
she's
feel
like,
like
I'm
yeah,
just gonna,
maybe because she has a fresh start at that point, like
yeah.
so she's like, that's honestly I
When,
didn't ever thought about it like that, but that's actually it's a fair take. Is like she sees the way women are treated, and she's like, I have a fresh start right now, so why not just be a guy?
yeah.
Yeah,
Um, and then she goes back and she sees the firefighter.
yeah,
He's like passed out and she speaks to him for the first time, calls him dad and stuff. 'Cause she's kind of like accepting this role,
yeah,
you know? And they genuinely bond up
yeah,
until the end,
yeah.
you know?
He
Where
makes an effort to bond with them.
she dies too at the end,
Yeah,
which is
and he
crazy.
holds the
And
baby, and it's
yeah, it's kind
honestly
of like
gotta
a,
say I was a little disappointed. I thought we were gonna get because there's some pretty good body horror in the movie, so I thought I was like very interested to see what the baby looks like, but
yeah,
it was not as
it has like a metal
yeah,
spine.
it has like a metal like spinal cord kind of.
I remember the first time I actually saw this when it was in theaters at AMC Lincoln in like the basement, which is where they play all the weird
But
shit.
yeah, yeah, that was
I don't know
really
if you,
interesting. I've seen a couple movies down there.
yeah. Um, I was surprised it was even playing, but I remember when it was coming out, I had to go see it there.
Yeah, yeah. Did they have Alpha down there when you saw it?
No, Alpha was upstairs because
That's how you
Julia
know
was
she
there for
made
the
it.
Q&A. Yeah.
But
um, but a lot of people accuse it of being like exploitative and just kind of like not trauma porn, but like shock porn.
that's not like I don't know. That's not like the core of the story.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Like
too.
it's an aspect of the movie, but it's not the entire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. The body horror itself is not. It's there, but it's not
It's not
like
integral to
this.
the plot.
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah,
this is the movie. The body horror is the movie. Look how gross it is, and like that's it.
yeah,
It's there. It's definitely there. This just like how she looks when she's naked. You know, like the cuts all on her breasts and stuff, and
yeah.
her stomach, where eventually she has like the hole in her skin where she scratched
Uh,
herself, and it's like a
yeah,
metal.
yeah. Like when
You
she's
know,
giving birth, like her skin's like ripping off.
yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, but
But it looks great in terms of the
yeah,
effects. You
yeah,
know.
but yeah. I think my favorite scene honestly was like that's like kind of kill sequence where she kills all those people. Like she sits on the guy's head with the chair and like
Oh
stabs
yeah,
the like she's like kissing the girl and like stabs the girl like in the cheek.
yeah, and that's
Yeah,
the girl from Raw also.
yeah, I know. Yeah, but but yeah, that was probably my favorite scene.
And then favorite character, I really like the firefighter. I forget his name, but he's
Yeah,
played by Vincent Linden, who is like as far as I could tell through some research, he's like a
famous
very well established, like kind of like a legend
in
in
French cinema.
like French cinema. Yeah, and he's like this
Yeah, he has like a ton of
older
movies. Yeah,
actor. He was really, really good
yeah, I liked him a
in the
lot.
movie, and he also had like kind of a body transformation in the movie as well.
Yeah, he's on steroids in the movie, so you see him kind of like you know,
Yeah,
but but I mean, I'll be different and go with Alexa or like Adrian, whatever. But I did
Adrian.
like the father a lot, honestly. But
Yeah.
yeah. But what'd you rate it?
So Titane, I rated it a 4.5 stars, a 9 out of 10. I think this is a movie that the more that I sat with it, especially after this is my second watch now, I started to realize that yes, there are these disgusting things happening. There's this obscene plot, but that obscene and disgusting thing is not really what the movie's about. It's
Yeah.
there, and I appreciate the body horror and the grossness of that aspect of the movie, but there's so much more, and it's such a layered story
Yeah.
that when you dig into it, there's a lot more to be uncovered about what the movie's actually about.
Mm.
And I think I ended up enjoying that aspect even more than the
And
body horror
yeah.
stuff, which is what I usually like in
Like,
something like
yeah.
this. So,
So, excuse me. Sorry. So I did enjoy it, but I wasn't as high as you on it, so I ended up going with a 3.5. So I gave it a 7 out of 10. There, like Matt said, like there are a lot of story elements that, despite the body horror, like shine in this movie. When it's very easy to pay attention to the body horror, but some character choices I don't really agree with, and I feel like it's kind of some things like I just feel like could have been maybe written better and whatnot. But overall, like I do genuinely think it's a very well made movie, and the messages are like pretty interesting for a movie about a girl having sex with a car. Honestly, because like if I told you that it would be like it'd be a found family like trauma bonding experience, like about a girl having sex with a car, you wouldn't believe. And then she fucks the firefighter car, the fire truck too.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's just for the love of the game. Like, there's no fucking like she's pregnant at that point. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I still have to see Alpha though. That's
Yeah, it's playing in theaters.
yeah.
So,
But yeah,
all right. Um that wraps it up, I think.
yeah,
You want to recommend something? You
yeah.
got a movie
So
you're thinking of?
since we were watching this and like I feel like we don't really talk about French movies a lot. I wanted to watch my favorite French film called The Lovers on the Bridge, and it's directed by hold on.
Interesting rec.
It's directed by Leos Carax. And it's essentially about these. I'll just read it. The plot synopsis. Set against Paris' oldest bridge, the Pont Neuf, while it was closed for repairs, this film is a love story between two young vagrants, Alexa, a would-be circus performer addicted to alcohol and sedatives, and Michelle, a pimp. No,
to your Wi-Fi network.
sorry.
You can find
Stop.
instructions in the help section of your Alexa
Okay,
app.
just I didn't even.
It's
want
okay.
to
It's okay.
do
You
that.
continue. Go ahead.
Addicted to alcohol and sedatives, and Michelle, a painter driven to a life on the streets because of a failed relationship and affliction, which is slowly turning her blind. So it's like about these kind of two people that kind of find each other in their struggle in life. And it takes place on this bridge in Paris. And it's like, honestly, a really beautiful movie. And
What's interesting?
yeah.
How'd you watch this? I feel like it's so random.
I used to be friends with this person I met in Italy that like, she went to film school and she would always recommend me like foreign
Mm.
films. And that's how I found out about the movie Sick of Myself and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this. And the director, he did that movie Annette with Adam Driver.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I was just thinking about that movie the other day.
Yeah. What is that even about?
I think it's a musical. I
Oh,
don't really even know what it's about, but
but yeah, I really enjoyed Lovers on the Bridge, so I feel like you probably will too.
all right.
Yeah. Also, wait, I
Sounds
was
good to
looking
me.
at Julia Ducournau's letterbox. You know, her and A24 working on a movie.
Yeah, I think it's a TV show though. It's a
Oh.
series. I'm
Still,
pretty
I mean,
sure.
that's pretty cool.
I know. Yeah, it's pretty cool. After Titane came out, they kind of announced that was happening.
Oh, so
So
this has been like okay. I thought this was like
yeah,
new.
it's no. It's been known for a while. We'll see what happens with it. But
Okay.
all right.
All right.
Well, thanks everyone for listening. Make sure to give us a follow, subscribe
Like
if
and
you're watching on
subscribe.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Give us a like, follow our TikToks, show us some love, and yeah, we'll see you
Yeah.
guys in 2 or 3
2
weeks maybe
Yeah,
because
we'll
I'm going
see that.
away.
Well, what are the movies are gonna be doing? Michael, most likely, right?
Well, if we do it in 2 weeks, Michael won't come out yet. It would
Oh.
just be It would just be The Mummy. Yeah, maybe we'll just wait.
Maybe we'll wait 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be much
But-
longer of us, like, because I feel like May, once we hit May, it'll be we're getting a lot of movies.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, thanks everyone for listening.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the
Thanks,
next
guys. We'll
episode.
see you in 2 or 3 weeks.